Hello friends, welcome back to another video. And so yesterday I got a really detailed comment on one of my previous videos, and honestly it made my day. The person took the time to write the long and thoughtful suggestion, and I just want to say thank you so much. These kind of comments keep me moving, and it keep me motivated to learn and improve. So based on that comment, based on one comment, I have already hidden the Mac dog, and you were right. You were right, absolutely right. When I watched that video with the complete focus, and that the Mac dog was a little bit distracting, and it was a distraction. So thank you for that suggestion. And the other points were about the presentation, and the most important one is about the poor sound quality. Yeah, I know about the echo, and I don't have a proper mic, and I'm aware of this from day one. And this is the big issue, and there is so much echo, and I don't have a proper mic. So I will try my best to resolve these issues in the future videos. And thank you so much again. Thank you so much. So let's just start. And today video is about the cross term, another powerful trait in Rust, with the help of which you can manipulate the terminal and you can achieve different things. And let me scroll down to the bottom and see how many downloads. So you can see there are so many downloads of this great. Let me scroll up and see the features, and there are the features. The important features is regarding the cursor. So you can move the cursor to any location, up, down, left, right, and move it to the previous next line, different columns, move to the different rows. You can even hide and show the cursor as well. And the other module is the style output. You can change the text foreground, background color, and there are text attributes available for you, like the you can bold, italic, and underscore the colors. And the third module is the terminal module. You can clear the terminal. You can get the terminal size. And the last module, which is the event module, this event module, this is a very powerful module, and with the help of which you can fetches the input events like the mouse down, or the mouse left or right clicks, or the keyboard button press, and you can easily get the terminal resize events. Let's say if you want to resize your browser, you can get the columns and the rows of that current terminal. And the best part about this create is that it's cross platform, and you don't have to write the platform specific code. And this crate is tested on many terminals. Like if you can see, it's tested on a Windows 10, Windows 10 Enterprise 8.1, and even on Windows 11. Tested on Ubuntu and Arch and Linux Mint, even on the Chrome OS, and last but not least the Apple. It's tested on the Intel chip and M1 Max and Apple Silicon as well. So let's just start, and let me. Okay, so let me open the documentation. Not in this tab, I'm in the new tab. Okay, so all of this. So first we will start with the cursor control. Let me search for the cursor. Where is the module? Yeah, this first one is the module cursor. I have opened it, and now we can check. Okay, so the first thing we need to check, we haven't added the dependency yet. First we need to add the dependency, and we need to add the cargo add, the cross, not the cargo add cross term. Okay, so now let me check it. Yeah, the cross term is added. We can now start writing our code. For the cross term part, we have to return the results. I will import it from the IO, and let's make some room here. Okay. So we need, if you are using the cross term, you will need the standard output more often. So for that, let me show you the example first. There is an execute macro which need the first argument the standard output, and let's say I want to move the cursor to the right and right to the 10 columns. It's not get imported. Let me import it first, and now let's test this first. You will see the cursor is 10 columns to the right. Now this as standard output, it will be more often used if you are using the cross term. So for that, we don't have to initialize the new handle every time. If you call the standard output every time into pass to the execute macro, basically you are creating the handle again and again, which is not a good coding practice, and this is not the efficient way of writing the code. So for that reason, we can easily pass it to the variable, and it will be out. Okay, and I have defined the mutable because the standard output, the internal buffer, it changes the internal buffer, so that's why I have used the mutable variable for that. And now we can move the another struct called move down. I think it's not imported. Let me import it. Now if we test it, the cursor will be 10 position down. Yeah, see. So there are other function structs available if you are using the cursor module, like move to column. There's a move to struct with the help of which you can pass the columns and the rows. And so let's check the explore the another module called the style output. And what we need to do now for the style output, and we will, there is, okay, so for the style output, you can pass the standard output first, and you can there is a foreground struct which have the it's a struct. I think you can pass the color here, yeah, and we will enum, and we will add the red color, and there is a background struct available as well. We will pass the color, and now we can set different attributes, and for the attribute you can use the attribute enum, with the help of which you can make the text bold. And let's add another attribute which will be, I think there is an italic available, yeah, the italic is available. And now we need to print something and apply all these on that string. For that, there is a print struct available in the Crossterm. You have to import it from Crossterm, and let's pass the string, and we need to add the line break. So now we can test it. You see the text background is green, text is red, and the font is bold and italic as well. So for the style output, you can, there is another thing called a reset color. You can reset the color. And now let's jump to the terminal module. For the terminal module, there is what we need to do. Okay, so for the terminal module, let me open the documentation. Okay, so you can clear the terminal, you can get the size. So let's just write some code for that. You can pass the standard output, and there is a clear struct, and that clear struct will the clear type all enum member, and I think Instead of calling all the thing again, we will first uh, we will import this, and there is an all. Okay, so this will clear the screen. And what else we can do, we can get the size from, I think this size we have to return the result on our 16. So this returns double. For that we can get the rows and columns, and we can print that on the screen. The terminal columns will be that, and to, I think, rows we can say that, and there will be rows and columns and rows. Okay, so anything else in the documentation? Yeah, you can get the size, and I think we can test this. Okay, so the terminal gets cleared, and the terminal columns will be 95 columns, and the rows will be 27. Okay, so now we have finished the terminal. There are other things you can explore it. You can set the title of the terminal, and there's an alternate screen. There are many other things as well. You can explore that. And now we need to, like, events. We need to handle the events. So for the events part, there are many things which we need to add, and I think it should be okay. I think we don't need here. Okay, so for the events part, and there are many events like the keyboard key press event, the mouse event, and the terminal resize event. So for that, the first thing which we need here is, let me first show the message to press any key or Q to quit. And what else we are doing, we will be doing it, and I think resize terminal, and what else, mouse or mouse event, mouse clicks will be fine. Okay, now for the events type, we need a loop, the continuous loop. For that, because we are having continuously checking the, if there is an event trigger, then we need to fetch it. For that, what we can do now, there is an event which have the read function, which will result, the return type will be the result event. So what we can do now, we can do that flat event will be, and there is a key. I think we need to add the event, and the key will be you can say that event. So this is the one way of writing the, let me explain this. Wait a second. So with the help of this read function, you can read all the you can fetches or read all the event, like the key down event, the terminal resize event, or the mouse events. But the problem with this is that there is not a problem. Let's say if you only have this code, then this piece of code will be okay. But you want any other thing, like let's say there are any background task or the timer, or you want to show something else, or you want to do something else with this code, you will be blocked. You will not do anything else. The loop will wait for the event. When you press the key, it will respond, and otherwise it will not do anything else. To write a better approach, there is an event, there is a poll function inside the event module, which we are going to use here. And let me open the documentation as well for the events. Let me, wait a second, where is it? using the non-blocking read instead of the blocking read. And here is the documentation. So yeah, there's a poll function. Okay, so if event, there's a poll function, this function need duration, and we will be passing it from milliseconds to 500 milliseconds. So what this function will does, this function, the poll, will call the every 500 milliseconds, half a second, this code will check for the maybe if there is an event occurred, it will return the true. Result will be a boolean, it will return true or false, and if the time expired, it will also check the code if there is an event available or not. So inside this loop, now we can check for the, is there a, yeah, I think we can check for the, yeah, there is a match, and we will check for the read. Okay, so if, let me check the, yeah, the documentation, yeah, we can check all the events here, and we need to read the different type of the keys, not the if statement, we have to read the different keys. Okay, so event will have the key, and the key should be of type, and what should be there, a key event, yeah, I think the key event will be fine. And if the key event dot code equal to key code, we need to import the key code enum, and what we can do, we can check for the characters, I think here is a, yeah, character event member. And for the queue, let's say the pressed key is the queue. What we need to do now, we have to print some message to the user, and we need to break the loop. For the else case, we just need to print the key pressed, and I think the key event, yeah, you can get the code from there. Okay, so this is the key event, and now we can check for the other events which will be not the most, I think the resize is perfectly fine. It will return us the columns and rows. So this resize, if we resize the terminal window, and it will this event will get triggered. And what we can do now, we can see the terminal resize, and I think the format will be fine. We will pass the columns and rows. Okay, now we need to there is an last event which we are going to explore, is the mouse event. And what this, I think there are so many things in the mouse event. Let me check for the mouse event. Where is mouse event? Okay, here it is. So the mouse event is the struct. It's a struct, and there is a kind field which have the mouse event kind enum, and that enum have the down, I think it's the mouse down button, yeah, mouse button is the down, again it's an enum. So first thing we need to check for the I think we will write the mouse event here. These are none, all of this code is not in the documentation, I am writing on my own. So I think yes, somehow it will return us the mouse event, and the mouse event will have the kind, oh sorry about that, underscore kind. And what this kind returns us, let me make some room here. What this mouse, the kind is the mouse event kind, so we will be using mouse event kind. We import it, and there is a down, not scroll down, there is a down in a member, which will return us the button. And okay, so we have forgot to add the match here, and we need to add it here as well. So we got the button now. And what this button will is the mouse button. Mouse button will be left, right, and the middle button as well. And it will add mouse. There is a mouse, not that one. We need to import the mouse button. And if it's a left button, then we need to print and the left button clicked. And if it's the right button, we will say the right button clicked. Okay, so why we are getting the error here, and issue as well. Okay, so there are other things which we need to edit. First thing is there are other events which we are not going to write, so for that we need to pass the default, and so the button issues will get resolved. And we will do the same for the mouse event kind. There are other event kind available as well. We need to do that. And now the mouse event. And for the last part, okay, so we need to add that as well here. And okay, so right now we don't have any issues, and we need to remove that. Now we can test that. So let's run our code now. Okay, so first we press the Q and it said the goodbye, and now we need to run it again, and this time press any other key. Right, my name. So these are the correct different press, and then I press the enter key. If I press the escape key, enter key, not working. Okay, so the enter key pressed, and let's click the mouse. Nothing working. Why it's not working? Let me press the Q again and run this again, and this time we will going to press the mouse. Okay, so the mouse keys, nothing is working. I'm not getting any error. I don't know why. So why we are not getting the, let's say the mouse event is pressed and we are matching the kind, we are matching the button, some mouse, maybe something is missing. Let me check the documentation again for the mouse. For the main page, I think there is a mouse event should be added. Okay, so there is something. Okay, mouse capture is executed. The mouse captured. Oh, it's not get added, I think, before showing any loop or message. We need to execute, and we have to pass the standard output. And what we need to pass, we need to enable mouse capture. It's imported or not? Yeah, it's imported. And we have to disable it as well. Disable part, I think we need to add the execute again. So instead of writing the handle again, we will be doing the same thing which I have mentioned earlier. We will be using the call this out, and we will be using the std out variable. And std out and disable, what's the mouse, disable mouse capture. Now I think we can test this one more time. I think it will be work this time. It should work. Okay, so something is happening. I'm clicking on the left, right, left, right. So something is happening. Let me oh, okay, so if I press the Q key and I got all the messages, left button, right button clicked. Let me debug this. I think there will be definitely any other thing. What's that? What's this raw? There is something related to the raw. Enable raw mode, and what this function will return the result. I have enabled raw mode, and we need to disable it as well. Disable raw mode. Now I think maybe this will work this time. Yeah, so I don't know why the cursor moved to the end of this. Yeah, it's working perfectly fine, but it's not looking good. Let me comment this. Maybe this print L is causing some kind of issues. Let's debug this together. Let's debug it. And no, again it's not working fine. Okay, so why it's moving to the next line and end of the other text? Maybe I'm not sure. I have to. What we need to know now? Maybe we have to flush it. Out of this flush. And guess this again. No. Nothing. I don't know why it's happening. So any one of you have an idea, please write in the comment so I can learn as well why it's happening, why it's not printing it properly. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learn new things, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.